Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my monthly favorites and fails. So this is a video I do at the end of every month / beginning of the next month, where I come back and I talk about all the products that I used either on camera or off camera and give you more thoughts about them. A lot of these things I did like a first impression of or have used in a video, but some of them I haven't had the ability to do a full dedicated review on. So this is my way of giving you more thoughts now that I've had them a little bit longer. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I'm a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup with a definite soft spot for indie makeup and high-end makeup, which you will see both of here today. And I tend to take a pretty analytical approach to the content I make, just based on my training and personality. And I have new videos every week, so I'd love to have you subscribe. Okay, so I don't have any fails this month, thankfully. I don't like having fails. I do feel like people will sometimes say a review isn't real or authentic unless it's negative. I think that people are just being pessimistic. But I don't like having fails because it means that I wasted my money, since most of the products here I bought with my own money. But I do get some PR, and I did get a handful of these products in PR, and we'll talk about that when we get there. I do want to say that I do have some empties. I don't really save empties, but I do have a couple empties or almost empties that I want to mention before we move on to the favorites. So two of the empties are Victoria Beckham products. So I've talked about these already on the channel. I've talked about this one a lot. This is the Posh Gloss in Poolside. I do already have another one of these that I'm gonna open. I love this. This is probably my favorite gloss in the top three, along with the Lisa Eldridge and a couple others. But this is one of the best glosses out there. Really love the formula, love this color. Really happy I already have another one. I went through the first half of this really quickly, so I already bought another one, but it's completely empty. I could probably scrape the sides a little bit more, but love this. Sad to see that one go, but happy I have another one already. The other one is the Future Lash Mascara. So I've had this for 3-ish months now, and it has definitely gone off. So I sometimes push it with mascara and use them a little bit longer, but this one definitely 3 to 4 months, it's dead. Loved this mascara. It is a little bit expensive. It's $34, I think, somewhere around there. But I've noticed that the last few times I wore it, halfway through the day it was flaking off, and it's a tubing mascara, so it's not supposed to do that. So I think it was just too dry because it's too old. So this is getting thrown away now. The other thing that is almost an empty, and it will probably be empty soon, is my Lisa Eldridge cleanser. So I bought this back in July, so this has lasted a very long time. This is $49. Really love this cleanser. I use it as a cleanser and a face mask. Once I realized how long I've had it and how much I still have, I'm a little less like, I'm using it as a face mask more. My skin is really enjoying that. I have an acne face wash that I use in the morning after a shave to help with razor burn and stuff, and I'll often put a little bit of this in there too, and my skin is just happier because it's less stripping that way. Use this to take my makeup off. I love this. I already have another one. It is not quite dead, but there's not a lot left in here, so probably have like a week or two left of this bottle, and I'll grab the other one. But $50 is a lot for a cleanser, but when you think of how much I've used this and how I bought it in July and it's now beginning of April, I've definitely got my money's worth, and I will continue to repurchase this. So had to mention those. And if you're curious about any of the makeup I'm wearing, I will have it all in the description box, and I will talk about most of it. Most of it is products from this month. A couple products aren't, but that's it. And then I did try a couple new products today that I'll have videos on soon, but I did buy my first Chanel product. So this is the Baume Essentiel. This is their highlighter balm. I got the shade Mermaid Glow. I wanted to get this, then it was sold out, and it came back in stock, and I just bought it. I've worn it 2 or 3 times now, really enjoying it so far. I will use it in a video soon, but it is what I have as a highlighter on. I was worried it would be too glittery. I don't think it is, because this one is a little bit glittery, but when I talk about it in a future video, I will do comparisons, because I have other similar products that I can compare this to, but really like this. The other new product today is I finally bought the Guerlain Meteorites. I've been wanting to try these for a long time. These just came today, so I was able to use them. This is a finishing setting powder. They did change the scent, which some people seem to enjoy and some people seem to hate. I saw a few comments say that it was very masculine now because they added like some sandalwood. I don't think this is. It is a very familiar scent, even though it's a new scent. It smells like something my mom would have had in the past, like a perfume my mom would have worn. But I put this on earlier and the smell dissipated pretty quickly, so not too concerned, but I'm excited to finally try those some more. But I think it definitely added a nice glow and blur to the skin. So now onto the products. So like I said, I don't have any fails, so I'm gonna do tools first, then we'll just move on to makeup, and it's a lot of eyeshadow. So last month I bought the Tradition Select brushes. So I did talk about these in last month's video. I really like these. I've continued to use these a lot. They are very soft. These are Squirrel and Goat mix. Really love the handles, really love the brushes. And then during the Beautylish gift card event, I bought the regular Tradition set. I wanted to buy these when they launched, and then I was like, I'll just wait for the gift card event, and those launched, and I was like, well, those might sell out because they're limited edition, so I bought those first. And I have zero regrets for having both. These are just goat hair, but they are almost as soft. There's like a very minute difference in softness. Those are incredibly soft, but these are also really soft. These are really beautiful brushes. I've been using these every day that I've done my makeup lately, except for the other day I did something very colorful and I used a different brush. But for day-to-day looks, these are what I've been grabbing. Really love them. This is a really great brush for all over, like just buffing over. I think this will work really well with like a Pat McGrath kind of shimmer, like buff it one and done kind of shade. I used this yesterday when I did bronzer all over my lid. Loved this. This is my new favorite smudging brush. I like the other one, but that one was goat hair, so I wanted this for smudging liner. I didn't do that today, I didn't wear liner, but really love the shape and size and softness for blending out like my Victoria Beckham or Lisa Eldridge eyeliners. And then the other ones are just really nice blending brushes. I can do a whole video on these if you would like, and I can talk about the differences between them compared to my rougher brushes, all of that, but zero regrets. These were $200, $240, but then, you know, the sale, so I got $40 back. But no regrets. These are so soft, so beautiful. I love the wood they're made out of. I think it's really beautiful, and I really like the design of the handle with the bulk of it down here, how it gets a little fatter at the base. Just like the right place to hold it. I really like them. So really happy about those. I can definitely do a brush video soon if you would be interested in that, but just let me know. But yeah, really love them. And then the next thing that is not makeup is a perfume. So I've talked about this before, but my husband and I are part of the perfume subscription service Fern. So once a season, you get a perfume sent to you. They give you a sample so you can try it before you like open the full-size bottle and actually keep it. And they sent the spring 2024 one out, and I am obsessed with this. I love the winter one. I wish I would have been able to get the fall, but this is so pretty. It is definitely a little floral. I'm gonna spray it on myself. Really nice sprayer. It's fresh and kind of herbal and citrusy, but not like tomatoey, basil-y herbal. There's kind of it doesn't have rhubarb in the notes, but it does kind of give me that scent of like fresh spring flowers and rhubarb. And then yeah, there's that little bit of citrus and like a tea note, and there's some like more earthy notes in there too, but nothing too earthy that it's like quote unquote masculine. I would say this is pretty unisex, but it's just unbelievably beautiful. And I'm trying not to just plow through this because once it's gone forever. But it is all I want to wear. It is so beautiful. It's very fresh. yeah, there's like a little bit of citrus and like tea, maybe like a white tea kind of smell. And then there's, yeah, it definitely gives me rhubarb vibes. Like I feel like I'm in the garden, and I've had gardens in the past, I don't now, but I feel like I'm out in the garden surrounded by the rhubarb and like the pea sprouts and like that. Like that's what this reminds me of, is a spring day in the garden. And I love it so much. Okay, so next I have 2 complexion products, and then we'll get into the rest. So I have 2 new skin tint like products. So I got the Kosas BB Burst sent to me in PR, and then I bought the Lisa Eldridge skin tint. I really enjoyed both of these. I do prefer the Lisa Eldridge, but that is mostly a textural thing. So they're both skincare infused. I think the Kosas has a little bit more coverage. They both have an olive undertone, which is really great. Not common in a lot of like skin tint products, especially an accurate olive undertone. These are both really great. This is significantly cheaper. And this is a gel. So this is a tinted gel. It is a little thicker. It is very hydrating. It's one of those, it's a little light for me, so I might need a darker shade, but it's one of those, like, it looks very glowy until I set it. And then once I set it, it just looks like healthy skin. Wears really well all day. Really love this. If you have dry skin, I think you would really enjoy this. It is a very hydrating product. And then in the last few weeks, I got the Lisa Eldridge skin tint. I have the shade T9. I definitely need probably T10 for the summer. It's gray and disgusting out today, but it was sunny for a couple days, and just existing in the sun, walking to the grocery store and stuff, already see a little bit of a difference where this is a little light on me. So I have a feeling when I'm in the sun constantly, just even walking to and from work, I'm gonna probably need a darker shade. But it is an incredible formula. I know some people haven't had the most wear time, like, and I did a whole video on this if you want to see my thoughts. I think if you have oily skin, I have normal to oily skin. I'm not having an issue with wear time. My friend Hope Miss Tom, there's not having an issue, but some people with oily skin I think are, and some people with dry skin aren't finding it as hydrating as they would like. I feel like this, I wouldn't need, you definitely I don't think need skincare underneath it. This I don't, but if you have dry skin, you might want to still put your skincare on underneath, you know, even though this is mostly skincare. So it's really, what is your skin type? What is your preference? This is a little bit less coverage, but this literally, like when I wear it, looks like I have nothing on. I am wearing this with a little bit of my Kosas concealer, because they did send me a new one, thankfully. And I think they work really well together. I think this is the perfect amount of coverage for me day to day. My go-to foundation is the Surratt Dewdrop foundation, which is also pretty low coverage, very blurring, just looks like good healthy skin. And this is a similar vein to that, but maybe a little bit like less coverage because it's more skin tint. But I think the combination of this with this on it is all I have, except for, you know, like a little bit of concealer under my eyes and like a couple spots. But I think my skin looks really good. I really love this. I've been wearing it every day. I love it. I don't want to have to buy another one, but I might have to once I'm in the sun a bit. So most of the rest of the products I have are eyeshadow. That is my weak spot when it comes to makeup. Although I am leaning more and more into like complexion and not really wearing a lot of eyeshadow, kind of like today. But I do have a couple products that aren't eye focused. So the first is one of the new blushes from House Labs. I love this. I already love this formula. This is just a new shade. This is the shade Fire Moon. And I bought this, even though it's wee, it's very little. It is the blush I'm wearing today. I really love this color. I kind of want French Rosette too. It's very similar in nude, but a little more rosy. But I just love this. I love the new packaging as well. I am grumpy that they reduced the size in half. So this is 5 grams. The other one I have is 10 grams. So it's literally half the size. And they only reduced the price some. Like it was like $39 before, now it's like $32. So like price per gram, not great, but the formula is beautiful, the packaging's great. Like, I have no complaints other than that this is little now, especially next to like the bronzer and stuff, but I go through bronzer way faster than I go through blush, so I think it makes sense, but you know, I'm annoyed by the size change, but like not enough to not buy it or still love it and recommend it. So I would definitely swatch these in person, but I really, it's just a really great blush formula. Obviously, if you have a similar blush that you like, you don't need to go buy a new one. Like the Sephora sale's coming up, and I know a lot of my friends like Tom are doing videos of like what to buy or like talk yourself out of things, and like, you know, there's a lot of blushes coming out. Do you need them? No. I didn't have one exactly like this. I had some cream blushes like this, but no powders. So that's why I grabbed this and not the rose one. But I love it. I have zero complaints. I've been using either Khaki's cream blushes still, or this are like the two that I grab every day. And then as far as the Lisa Eldridge skin tint launch, I also bought her new mascara that came out right before that, and 2 of the new lip liners. I have a video talking about these with the skin tint if you want a lot of details. I love it. I wear it every day. This is what I am wearing today on my lashes. It is my new go-to daily mascara. I really love the Surratt one as well, but this is up there. This is a little, this is cheaper than the Surratt Lash Tint, which is my favorite, but it's lifting and separating. It doesn't hold too much of a curl, but really nothing does on my lashes. But it separates, it adds length, it adds a little bit of volume. You can build it up if you want more volume. It's just like my ideal mascara for my already kind of long, thick lashes. So I love it. I will rebuy it when mine dies. And then for the lip liners, I got shade 2W and 1N. I now want 2N and 3W because I've seen more swatches, but I really like this. It's slightly different from her other formula. If you want shade comparisons and like formula comparisons, I do that in that video that went up last week, I think. I think literally a week before this video will go up, but I love it. Today I am wearing 1N, and then I have a little bit of Meet Me in Berlin from Lisa Eldridge on top of that. Perfect everyday kind of brownie nude. I love it. I want more shades. Okay, so now it's eyeshadow time. I have a couple palettes, some quads, and 2 eyeshadow sticks to talk about. So let's do the eyeshadow sticks first. That's what I'm wearing today. So I am wearing the shade Shroom from Victoria Beckham, and I also have the new Cornflower shade. I also have Pecan from the old one, which is like on me a very warm brown. On Tom it's very neutral, and on a lot of people it's very neutral, but for me, against my olive undertone, it pulls kind of warm as it blends out. I love these. So Shroom is what I have on the eyes today. It's a sheen, but not too sparkly. Like if you want a lot of sparkle and you want a very high impact shimmer, I wouldn't go for a shimmery eyeshadow stick. Khaki says that a lot in her videos, but it is a really pretty color. So that is all I have on. I just blended the edges, put that all over the lid. That was it. Yesterday I used that big brush to put bronzer in my crease, and then I used Cornflower as an eyeliner. So I will insert a little video here from yesterday, posted to my Instagram story. I've worn this as an eyeliner a couple other times. I've worn it all over the lid as well, but I love it. Doesn't budge, doesn't transfer, doesn't move. I wore that eyeliner for 12 hours, looked just as good at 12 hours as it did in the morning. I love it. Went for a walk, went out to dinner, all of that stuff. Still look good. I definitely want more of the matte ones. I think I'm good on the shimmer. I really like this, but it's not like, I feel like I'm good with this one. The other ones look a little, I kind of want. There's one that's like a brown, like more of a brown color. I don't remember the name. Like similar to Pecan, but like sparkly. I kind of want that because this is a little cool leaning, but I don't need it. I'd rather get the matte ones, but I love it. This is a very similar shade to the shimmer in one of my other products, which is the Tom Ford Quad in Iconic Smoke. And I said that in a video at the beginning of the month, that these are basically the same color. This I feel like this has a little more longevity than this shimmer, because this is the creme formula, but if you want more sparkle and a little more shine, I would go with this, or you could layer them. That would be really pretty, but very similar, but this is a little less shiny, a little less sparkly, but very similar. But I do really love this. So this is my third Tom Ford quad. One was a gift, someone decluttered, and I've used it a couple times. I still need to use it more. Then I have the khaki velours, and then this one, which is like the green version of this, and I love this. I have a video where I'm using this on camera, talking about my thoughts for it. I've had this for a while. I think I technically got this at the end of February, but I love it so much. Have zero regrets buying this. Really beautiful. Yes, it's $90, but I had a gift card, so that paid for it, so whatever. It's that kind of product where I don't know if I want to fork out my own $90 for it. Although I don't regret, I probably would still. But especially with a gift card, zero regrets. Love it. Then as far as PR, this was a PR light month, although I did just get 2 big PR boxes from a couple brands. So I have 4 palettes and some lip products and a bunch of stuff sitting right here that I need to try. But one of the few PR things that I got this month, I feel like last month was like all PR, and this month is not that much, but is the new Nomad palette. So this is the Ireland palette. The Ireland Wild Linux Way is the full name. Really love this. I have a video using this. I only did one look in there, but I've used this off camera. I really enjoy this palette. You definitely have to like greens to get this. You have basically every shade of green, like, especially if you appreciate nuance between colors, like there's slight differences between all of them, some more stark than others, but it's very much a green palette with some neutrals and some blues. Really enjoy this. When I've been wearing more eyeshadow than this, I've been wearing greens. I've been wearing this or greens. So this and a couple other things you'll see in a minute. Really love this. I do have a code with Nomad. It's not affiliated. I don't earn any money. It's just to save you money. It's just bones. I think this is a really great spring palette. I'm really glad they didn't do Valentine's Day. I'm glad they did more spring and they did Ireland and greens. I'm very happy with this. I think this is a great palette. Thank you again for Nomad for sending that. I always love when I get PR from them. It's always just a really fun surprise to open that. Okay, so the last things that I have are some singles and some more quads. So I haven't used all of these, so I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I got a bunch of quads from Girlcult. I do have a video from a week or 2 ago talking about these and trying them on camera. I've used them off camera a couple more times since then. I will be doing looks and photographing looks with all of these and doing an in-depth look. Like I said in that video, if there's anyone that you would like to see me use on camera, let me know and I can do that, but really enjoying these. I, in that video, used the green, the olivey one, which is this one. I've used this one other time, love it. And then I used one shade from this Koi palette. I used this shimmer. Really liked it. I have not used the other shades in this one yet though. And then I did a look the other day with the purple one. Really enjoy this as well. Really like that you can lean more like lilac-y, or you can bring in this one. So you can use all 3, or you can kind of just stick with this matte and one of these 2. I think this is a really well thought out quad. And I did a smoky one with another one of these. Not that one. Oh, this one. I used this one off camera as well. Was surprised at how dark this is. I just used like this and this. Really pretty, want to keep using these. Excited to do a full in-depth review. I did see they restocked the blue one, and I want it, but I don't really want to make a purchase for just that quad, but so far loving them. And then the last thing I have is the Garden of Love collection from Shine by SD. I did use 2 of these in a video, maybe end of last month, early this month, I don't remember what. But I really like this. Oh, it was in my eSIM video, which went up at the beginning of the month, but I'd had it for a month. I used 2 of these in that video. I've used a couple of the other ones since then, the green one and this one here. Really like these. I don't think this is available anymore. It was a limited drop, but really like this, really like the Shine by SD formula. And I just think this is a really nice little collection. I might end up giving my best friend like the pinky ones because I just don't think I'm gonna wear them that much, but the iridescent, the gray, this like purple gray duochrome, and this green one, really love. And if you couldn't tell, like that purpley cool or green are basically the colors that I've been wearing every day. So I am really happy about them. I think that was a really good personal investment because, you know, singles are expensive. That was a little cheaper than others, but really happy with that. Okay, so that is everything. I am very happy with all of my purchases. I feel like I have a few more purchases coming up. I'm going to talk more about those new things soon. I've got some PR here. Definitely buying the new Byredo palette as soon as possible. They announced it and had a link on their Instagram today as if it was available, but then it says not in stock. Didn't say sold out, it just said not in stock. So as soon as that's available, I will have a video on that. I love the Byredo formula, and that palette looks like all of my favorite colors. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, let me know what you think of these products. Have you picked up any of these? Have you been trying them? What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them and talk to you all in the comments as always. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.